Hello everybody, welcome back to Matty Reacts, the channel where we take a look at things we've never watched or listened to before, and I'm very excited today because for quite a few years now I have been a massive fan of Pentatonix. As someone who grew up watching High School Musical and Glee, you know, this sort of a cappella based music was something that really hooked me when they first sort of became big. So I've spent a lot of years listening to their songs, really enjoying a lot of them. I've spent a lot of time watching other reactors react to their songs, and this is the first song they've released while I've been a reactor, and I couldn't pass the opportunity. I thought I've got to react to them. So some of you might hate me for this because I have a feeling that we did have a Christmas song during my last bunch of reactions, which was Holidays by Conan Gray. But that felt more like a song about Christmas. It wasn't necessarily a Christmassy song. I have a feeling this is going to sound very Christmassy, and we're still in November, and I know some of you really don't like Christmas to come until December, but the song's out 2 days ago. Like, I've got to do it. So I'm just going to try and get it over and done with so that you don't shout at me, basically. But we're going to enjoy it as well.
Meet me next Christmas.
It does appear to be from a Netflix film, which I've not heard of, but it is also called Meet Me Next Christmas.
I've only got one wish, and it's a bit selfish, but I keep thinking.
And it does also look like that maybe that they are in the film performing the song.
Maybe you could meet me next Christmas. Yeah. And I made a checklist, with only one box to tick, but I
Yes, it's part of the film.
maybe you could meet me next Christmas. Oh, I do not mind driving through the snow. No flight delay can stop me. Know that I will do whatever it takes to hold your hand on Christmas Day. What do you say? Meet me next Christmas.
Interesting. It's not one of my favourites of theirs. I'm trying to sort of put into words why, and it's very difficult. But it just doesn't quite sound like them in the way that I like to listen to them. Like, it doesn't sound. It sounds like a perfectly pleasant a cappella song, right? But it doesn't sound like this big lush soundscape. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that just the human voice can't do that. That, you know, although it is only their voices, that there's some studio stuff going on that makes it sound bigger and warmer than it usually does. But yeah, this just isn't quite the same for me. It's still a good song. I think you can. I mean, I guess maybe I can't tell it's a Christmas song. It doesn't sound like a Christmas song. This sounds a little bit more like when they did Sing, when they did their own original track Sing. It kind of sounds like Sing. So maybe this is just what their original stuff sounds like. Maybe, I don't know. Sing was a good song though.
I see some mistletoe right up above me, but no one to kiss. So baby, maybe you could meet me next Christmas.
I think it's just that Christmas in the background. I don't like it. I like the la 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 that comes after it. I just don't like the low, everyone going low on Christmas. But Scott slaying as usual. His runs are incredible. And he did.
Meet me next Christmas.
You know where to meet. You know where to meet me. You know where to meet. Yeah, you know where to meet me for the holidays. You know where to meet me.
Meet me next Christmas.
Very nice. I wonder if this is maybe suffering a little bit because I think this is quite clearly a song written for the film. Like, it's specifically a song that they've written or someone has written to match the film, right? So you've got to hit certain notes that make sense in terms of the plot of the film, in terms of the tone of the film. Whereas I think this might have been better had they just been told, write a Christmas song and we'll base a film around it. Maybe that's where the issue lies for me. It's really hard to put into words why this isn't my favourite, or even up there with my favourite Pentatonix songs. But that's the closest I can get, I think. Still really like it. I really like what they do. But it's just, it was just, I guess when I'm just listening to it, I'm just going, oh, that's kind of how I can put it. Having said that, yes, Scott is slaying with his runs. Obviously, everyone is in tune. Everyone is making some glorious music in my ears. Some really nice harmonies. But yeah, I was just hoping for a little bit more. Doing some cup song stuff.
Christmas.
Oh, it's already out, is it? It's already out on Netflix. Yeah, at the start, I thought it was just a Netflix film that they were involved with. They'd made a song for and they performed it. But it actually looks from the clips like maybe this is kind of like a vehicle for them as a film. I don't know, maybe. It just doesn't quite hit the note for me. It's still a perfectly serviceable song. Were it not Pentatonix and I was listening to a new upcoming act doing that, I'd be really happy with it. But I know that Pentatonix are so good and it just doesn't quite hit it for me. You know, you listen to them doing, Sound of Silence or Imagine, and there's just these massive crescendos and it just sounds so much fuller in your ears, and that just felt like a bit of a throwaway song. And again, I don't mean to do it too dirty because it's still perfectly reasonable. I'm just talking in terms of when you like relate it to their other songs. It just wasn't quite there for me. But they have already covered like every Christmas song ever over the last few years, so I suppose they had to write a new one this year. But yeah, if anything else comes out by them, I will react to it, and hopefully it will be more up my alley. Maybe I'm just more of a fan of their covers. Yeah, if any covers come out, then I'll react to those as well that they do. But thanks for dropping by, and I'll see you again in another reaction video very soon.